All right. Well, we are excited tonight to go over one of the key steps to this business. Okay. So I'm excited for everybody that's on. If your team's not on, if you want to tell them that we are starting, what we will do is we'll go through this, and at the end, we'll answer. I can try to answer any questions you have after kind of I get through some of the basics of this, okay? So we can stick around for that. But I am excited. We're talking about going Ruby. So in the chat, let's just hear it. Are you going for Ruby this month? Or are you helping somebody go Ruby? Because that's our job. If we're not going for Ruby ourselves, we're on to helping somebody. So just let me know what we're doing here. Seeing a lot of Rubies pop, and you know what? That's what we want to do, okay? When you think of a Ruby, I need to have all my charts out here. Rubies build every promotion in this company, okay? So that's why it's key to know how to personally go Ruby ourselves, so then we can teach others how to do it. And move forward in the business. Okay, so going Ruby, loving it, loving all these. You can do it. I know when I joined, if you're brand new, welcome. We are honored to be on this journey with you, okay? Way to go. We always talk about joining the company is one of the bravest steps. That's probably the hardest step you can take to overcome, to be a part of the business. So that's the first step, is joining, and then you go for your 4 loyal customers and your 3 distributors. That's your steps to success. You join, you find 4 loyal customers, and then you sign 3 DTs, okay? And then the next month, instead of joining, you make sure you're commission qualified and you sign 4 loyal customers and 3 DTs, and we'll go over that a little more at the end. But when I think of going Ruby, okay, I think first you have to see it. So what do I mean by see it? To see it, you need a chart, okay? You need a chart because you need to know where you're at. You know, when you're like at the mall and you're like, I really want to go to Nordstrom's or something, you know, or Payless Shoes. I don't know, either one. But you always have to go, this is where you're starting, right? There's always that big circle that says where you are. So with knowing about Ruby, we want to know where you are. So the first thing you need to do is you need to print up a Ruby chart, okay? You can print it up, or if you're more techie and you like to do things on your phone, more power to you, go for it. You need a Ruby chart somewhere that you can see, okay? I myself am a pencil and paper kind of girl, okay? So you can get a Ruby chart on your document library in your eSuite. So you log into your eSuite, you click document library, and you type in Ruby, and there'll come up an option for a Ruby chart that you can print up. Or you can go on Diamond Empire or any other team page that you are a part of, and they probably have charts uploaded somewhere that you can print up. But this right here is your roadmap. This is how you know where you are, okay? So first things first, you see it. To see it, you need a chart, okay? And now I'm going to explain to you how this chart works, okay? To be a Ruby, what do you need to go Ruby, okay? Your chart is going to say you. Yes, the Connect app has charts as well. Thank you. That's a new terminology I got to get used to. The Connect app has pretty much everything we need. So you have you, and then you have 3 team members that join you, okay? So a Ruby, if that is you, then you have Sally, Susie, and Shannon. I'm just going with all S's, okay? They are your 3 people that are team members that joined you, okay? I'm just going to tell you what a Ruby is, and I'm going to tell you how to know where you are in going Ruby as well, okay? But a full Ruby has Sally, Susie, and Shannon, who joined my team, and each of them have 400 GV. I'm really lisping tonight because I just changed my trays, so you're going to have to bear with me, okay? But GV stands for group volume, okay? Group volume, when we talk about volume, every product that we have has what we call bonus volume, okay? For example, Fat Fighters, they cost $25. Their bonus volume is 25, okay? So 25 BV for Fat Fighters. If we were to look at Keto Coffee, right, it costs $39, but it's 30 BV, okay? So when I'm saying they need to be at 400 BV, that doesn't mean money, that means BV. So some things are point for dollar, and some things are different, okay? And that's all found in your eSuite. So if we were to look at, let's just make it easy math on myself. Hopefully I'm gonna do this right. All right, to get to 400, you would need how many Fat Fighter sales for one person to get there, right? 4 for 100, so 16. So 16 loyal customers that Sally signed up for this box to be at 400, okay? I'm just kind of keeping it simplified right now as best as I can to give an overview, but I'm gonna break it down more, okay? So if I'm going Ruby, all of these 4 boxes need to be at 400. Plus, I need an overall group volume, not on top of that 400, but look at, if Sally is 400 and Susie is 400 and Shannon is 400, that's 1,200 total, right, that I would have with me. Now, I'm going to have some loyal customers who joined, because we always talk about our first goal when we sign up is 4 loyal customers. So all of their orders, I'm going to add to that 1,200. And let's say Sally is rocking this business, okay? And she's going Ruby too. So she has 2 DTs underneath her already, and they each have a lot of BV. So this equals what the total, I'm trying not to be confused because a confused mind says no. So I hope I'm breaking this down, okay? The overall group volume of you needs to be at 2,000, okay? So you can have Sally at 1,000 herself, okay? And then Susie at 400, so that's 1,400. And then we could have Shannon at 600, all right? That would give you an overall volume. So really, it doesn't matter where the extra volume is on your chart, but each one of these needs to be at 400, okay? Clear as mud? But that's what we need to know where you're at. Okay, so generally, a lot of people, when you're getting started, you know, you've asked, maybe your mom or your sister or your best friend from college has jumped in with you. So I'm going to give you an example. When we say so-and-so is boxed for Ruby, okay? So-and-so is boxed for Ruby. All right, that means that they have 3 distributors that are on their team with them, all right, directly under them. Okay, but I'm going to give you an example because we're all at different places, right? So you may have Sally that signed up and Susie that signed up. Okay, this could be where you're at. You're like, how do I find out where I am at to go Ruby? How do I find out where I'm at? Because we got to see it, right? So say you have 2 DTs underneath you, Sally and Susie. But this box is still open, okay? So I put a big circle around this box because I know this is my roadmap, and where I steer, okay? So I have that. And remember, we talked about Sally, she's rocking it, right? So Sally has Sherry, I'm just using people's names now that I see, and Esty underneath her team, okay? So Sally, your friend from college that joined you, she's rocking it, and she's already signed 2 DTs. She has Sherry and Esty, okay? Let's say this is what your chart looks like right now at this point. So do you still need a DT to go Ruby? Yes. You need 3 directly under you to go Ruby, okay? But Sherry decided she doesn't know if she really likes the business or not. She bought some hair, skin, and nails, so she's at 30 BV. She hasn't signed any loyal customers, but she's at 30 BV, okay? But Esty, she went ahead and threw herself a party and had friends come over and had 4 friends already sign up for, give me an easy number. I like doing Fat Fighters, but that's really not a high enough number. Oh, well, Fat Fighters. So 4 Fat Fighters, she has 100 BV under there. And Esty herself really likes the wraps. So she bought 2 packs of wraps. So herself, okay? So if I add her 2 packs of wraps, that's 108 because a pack of wraps, yes, is 54. Okay, so that's 108 because she has 2 of those, and then she has 4 loyal customers at 25 BV. So Estee's box is at 208. Okay, now Sally, she has, because before Esty and Sherry signed up, she signed a bunch of loyal customers, and her group volume is already at 360 outside of all of them. Okay, let's say that that's going on, and I will show you, I can show you how to find that, but I'll do that at the very end. Okay, somebody remind me, Stacy, you said you'd find how we can find BV for everybody, and I will walk through that. So Sally has 36, but she has Esty under her who has 208, and then Sherry who has 30. Well, all those orders together, right? When we talk about GV, that is any order that that DT makes, that any of their loyal customers make, and any orders their DT makes and any of their loyal customers, okay? So we know that where I'm at, Sally's box, if I add, I'm grabbing my calculator to all my teachers who said I would never carry around a calculator in my purse. Okay, 360 plus 208 plus 30, okay? So that box right there is at 598, okay? So I know Sally's at 598 and she's rocking it. Susie has taken her time and she's signed 3 loyal customers at this point, and it's at 240, okay? So let's say that's where we're at. This is your chart. Let's just say, for example, this would be what your chart reflects, okay? You have Sally at 598, you have Susie at 240, and then you have a blank box, okay? This helps you know. Then what I like to do is I write need, right? So I know what I need to go Ruby. Well, I definitely know one thing. I need to sign a DT, okay? I need 1 DT. And then I know I need Susie at 400. And I need this DT at 400, right? This is where it gets a little different with the new charting system. So if I do 800 minus 240, I know I for sure need 560, right? I need this box to have 160 in it. So I need Susie's box to have at least 160 in it. And I need my new DT's box to have 400 in it. So that's 560. Okay, so if I say volume in boxes, that's 560. Okay, so there's my little need. I need 1 DT and volume in 560. Now, here's the trick. And I have 4 loyal customers under me, and my PBV, personal bonus volume, okay, that's in our eSuite 2 and in our Connect app, is at, let's just say it's at 180, okay? So when I add the 560 that I need to the 598 to the 180, okay, 560 plus the 598, no, see, that's not, sorry, I'm making that confusing. Okay. This is what I have. I need to be at 2,000 to go Ruby. I'm gonna minus the 180 that I have directly under me. Okay, so I did 2,000 minus 180. I'm gonna do minus 598 minus 240. Okay, so I know to go Ruby, I still need 982 in volume. Okay, now part of that 982 needs to be getting this new DT to 400 when they sign up and Susie to 400, okay? So this is what I know I need to go Ruby. So I'm starting to see it. I understand. So does it benefit me to sign a loyal customer, if I signed a loyal customer today and this is my chart, does it benefit me to keep that loyal customer underneath me if I want to go Ruby? No, right? No. I want to transfer that loyal customer because I have Susie here who's not at 400 yet. So I'm going to work with Susie because I can transfer loyal customers that I sign to Susie's box. And I can teach Susie to post, to message, to follow up, and to grow her market, to keep signing loyal customers to help that box get to 400. Okay? And then I'm going to sign that DT. So this is how you know where you're at, but you have to kind of see it. Does that make sense? Your first step to going Ruby is seeing it. So you got to get your chart, and this is where it's very individualized. Okay, it's very individualized for each of you because some of you might have one DT, or at this point, you might not have any DTs, and that's okay. You're going to have some team members join you. Trust me, it is going to happen if it hasn't happened yet. All right, so you need to know, where am I at in help, or where is so-and-so at that I'm helping build to Ruby, and what do they need? Okay, so if you have team members that you're helping go Ruby, you can do their chart with them and help them know what they need, okay? So if I'm helping this person, I'm gonna tell them, okay, as we sign loyal customers right now, we're going to, put that volume under Susie. And then as soon as you get that DT, you know what that first thing is that we're gonna do? We're gonna go after that fast start and get you that $100 weekly bonus that everybody keeps posting about, right? Who got a weekly bonus? Today got a little email about getting a fast start bonus, right? When you have 2 loyal customers directly under you and you sign a DT, when they get 2 loyal customers under them, you get a fast start bonus. Okay, that's one of the funnest ways to make money in this business. If you need fast cash right now, find some other people who need some fast cash and say, this business is rocking. Everybody wants the new product that we have. I can't believe I'm making money from my phone. Do you want to do this with me? We'd have so much fun. Okay, so that's see it. Okay, see it is you need to know where you are. You need to know what your chart looks like. And one of the things I'm going to tell you is if you're on this Zoom, someone is your diamond upline. Okay, someone is your diamond upline, or whoever you joined with, they should know how to help you individually look at your chart to know where you are, because your first step is seeing it. Your next step is believing it, okay? So one of my favorite things to do to sign DTs, so if you're sitting there going, I still need 3 DTs, how am I gonna go Ruby, okay? Okay, this is what I want you to think about. This is your step to do, okay? I want you to right now think of 5 people you would love to do this business with. Think of it, y'all think of it. I know I do this all the time. Some of you are sick of me saying this, but this is how I went Presidential Diamond. I did this every week. I sat down and thought, who are 10 people I'd love to do this business with? So I'm asking you, who are 5 people you would love to do this business with? Have you written them down? Maybe that you haven't asked yet. Who are 5 people you think you'd love to do this business with? Okay, when this is over tonight, what you are going to do is you're going to message those 5 people you wrote down. Did y'all write them down somewhere in your phone, on your paper? Where are they at? Show me. Did you write down your people? Write them down, because it's not going to do good just to listen to this, right? We got to put action to it. Okay, some of you, I see it, okay? When this is over, you're going to message them. I was on a training tonight, and one of the leaders asked me, who are the top 5 people I would love to do this business with? And you immediately came to mind. Have you ever thought about earning an extra income just from your phone on the side? Okay, that's what you're going to send them. And we're going to go from there. It's planting the seed, okay? If you don't know, there's a memory jogger in your eSuite or on your Connect app that will say, who's your hairdresser? Who's the nail person? Who was your teacher? Who did you go to college with? And it will help you think of people, because really we know a lot of people. We might think I know Oh, good. You have over 5. Awesome. I asked myself 10 people every week, and I messaged those 10 people every week for the first 2 years I was in this business. I did that every week. Okay. So that was one of my little tricks. Okay. So then you go from seeing it, and you got to believe it, and you got to start speaking it, right? You can do this. So one of the things you have to do in this business is get over mental blocks. And sometimes it's hard. It's like, oh, I don't want to ask anybody. And I get it. I was right there. I was scared to ask people. I didn't want to bug them until one of my best friends joined somebody else because I hurt her feelings, so I didn't ask her. No joke, true story. My college roommate, best friend in my wedding, joined somebody else on the team because she asked them and I didn't. Somebody who joined 4 months after me. Ooh. So I learned my lesson. She's like, you never invited me to be a part. Everybody wants an invitation. Okay. So, but I was scared to ask. All right. So I learned to get over that fear. So you have to believe it. You have to know, one, it's worth it. People want this. People want this in their life. They want to make an extra $300 to $500. They want to do this business. And so you believe it. Okay. And then once you see it, you believe it. Because it can happen, all right? And this business, I will tell you, it is no respecter of person at all. It is not a respecter of person. Go to conference and you will see. You'll see every type of everybody sitting on the VIP section on the bottom row, okay? I've heard the most princessy person give a speech on how they went ambassador, and I've heard the most unprincessy person give a speech about how they went ambassador, and somewhere in the middle, I'm like, okay, I guess I could do this too, all right? And so can you. You can do this business, and you can be successful at this business. The only way you're not going to be successful at this business is if you quit. That's it. So you have to believe it. It can happen. It can happen for your family, and it's worth it. So, okay, so we're going Ruby. So you see it, you believe it. Now here's the next trick, okay? You're like, okay, I got it, and I believe it. It's going to happen. These people are just going to jump into my e-suite. Okay, you got to work for it. You have to work for it, okay? It is a business. If you were to have a brick and mortar, you wouldn't go, oh, people are just going to walk into my store. I can't wait till they just walk in. But you didn't show up and unlock the door and turn on the sign and tell people you're opening your store. You wouldn't do that, okay? Same thing. This is your business, okay? So you can't post once and hope you're going to go Ruby. That's not going to happen. You have to work for it. So what do you do to work for it? How do you spend your time going this way to go Ruby, okay? We talk about our core 4. You work for it, your core 4. If you spend every day 30 minutes to an hour doing this, you will go Ruby. I guarantee you. And let me tell you something. I just heard about a person going presidential in 1 month last month. Presidential in this business. So if that can happen in a month, you can go Ruby in a week. There are people that have gone Ruby in a day, having a party at their house and inviting people to come over and try the products. So it is possible. We still have 13 days left this month. You can go Ruby. We just got to work it. Okay. So how do we work it? 4 things that we will spend our time doing. We will post. Posting is opening the store. It's flipping on that open sign. It's saying to my friends and family, open. If you're looking for this, I got it. Okay. I got what you need to feel better about yourself, to have more energy, list it, whatever. I got it. So by posting, I'm showing that my store is open. Okay. That open sign is on. Then you're going to message, or I like to say you're going to invite. You're going to invite people to join you, whether it's to try products, to get healthier. Do you invite people to join you in a 90-day challenge? Invite them to join you in a 90-day challenge. Join me in a 90-day challenge getting healthier. I'm cleansing, taking a probiotic, for gut health. I'm taking a 90-day wrap challenge or a 12-week 12 wrap challenge. Who wants to join me in a 12-week 12 wrap challenge? This is how you sign loyal customers. This is how you get BV. You still need Susie at 400. How are you going to help Susie get to 400? Well, you're going to post. You're going to post some before and afters. some corporate approved before and afters. They look awesome right now with those white screens. And you're going to invite people to join you in a 90-day challenge, okay? That's one of the things you're going to do. You're going to invite people to join you in the business. You know, one of the biggest fears, get to work, Susie. Yes, true. But we can't be managers, okay? That's one of the things we can't do in this business. That's not going to work so well. But we tell people, you get to work, you know, do your thing. You got to sometimes tell Susie, here's a good post, Susie. Post this post. It worked great for me today. Or here, Susie, I did this host a post, you know? Or look at this before and after. I know you had friends wanting to try Thermofite X. Look at this new before and after I just found. So we post, we invite, we follow up. The fortune is in the follow-up. I spent today a good 30 minutes to an hour just following up with all the people I've talked to in the last week. All right? It's not that people don't want your stuff, and it's not that you're bugging them. It's just that they forgot. Their life got busy. Their life got full. Okay? My friend who sells Pampered Chef, I really did want that crusher thing, but I sure didn't. It was not my priority. And sometimes that's it. The business is our priority, and we sit there and we go, are they going to sign up? Are they going to sign up? Well, they told you once that they're going to sign up. And you're like, they said they were going to sign up, but then we don't follow up with them. Then that's our loss. Okay, so we do need to follow up. We need to say, hey, I'm putting in orders today. Would you like me to add yours? Or check out this hair, skin, and nails. Look at my friend's hair that grew amazing. Okay, so we follow up with people, and then we grow our markets. You have to grow your market. That's part of how your business is going to grow. What do I mean by growing your market? You're adding people to your circle, your friendship circle, okay? You're making new friends. One of the greatest mottos I've heard in this business is we help our friends and we keep making new friends. Okay, so we help our friends make money and get healthy, and we keep making new friends to help them make money and get healthy. It's a pretty fun job. I like that job description, okay? So how do you grow your market? I'll tell you, my biggest secret is I meet people in person and add them on Facebook. That is what works best for me. That's my, I don't know, bread and butter. Yeah, that's an old statement. Okay. Sometimes you have to go, you have advertisements on Facebook and Instagram where like Facebook picks what they think you're most interested in, right? So, or there's online boutiques. So you can go to advertisements and you can add people who liked that same boutique that you think you liked, or they like, you know, whatever Honest Kids diapers. If your kids are in diapers, it's common ground. So, or if you're one of the ways you can add people locally is if you go to an event that's happening and you click interested, like Facebook will tell you events that are going around that are in your area. And if you click interested in going, it's going to show you all the other people who are interested in going to that same event. And you can add them as friends. All right, so you're going to grow your market. You're going to keep making new friends in this business. And I'm going to give you a lot of social media things, but if you move to a new town, okay, you're starting a business, but if you move to a new town, what would you do when you got there to meet people? Maybe you need to put some of that into your life. Treat it like you just moved to a new town, okay? So if it's going to the PTO meeting, or if it's adding your kids' friends' moms on their soccer team, or anything like that, that you're gonna meet new people, that's what you wanna do. So you got to work for it, okay? So you gotta see it, so you have your chart, you know what you need. This is how I go Ruby, okay? This is how I go Ruby. I know exactly what I need to go Ruby. And then you gotta believe it. You gotta know it's gonna happen, okay? You gotta speak it out, believe it. It is gonna happen. I'm gonna be Ruby by the end of the month. And if you're feeling the urge just to say that right now, say I'm going Ruby, or I'm helping so-and-so go Ruby. That's okay. You speak it out. And you work for it, right? You work for it. The Bible tells us that, man, I just got so distracted for a second. The Bible tells us that God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. So guess what? If you aren't sowing into your business, if you're sowing nothing, right? If you're like, okay, this was great. I'm glad I got on this training. Stacey said to post, but I don't really like to post. I mean, that's okay. And I really am not going to message anybody. If they want it, they can ask me. And I don't need to grow my market right now. You know, okay, but if you're not really doing anything, you're not going to reap anything, okay? So just kind of remember that. One of the key places you want to start posting right now too is in your stories, okay? So those are almost getting seen more now than your posts. So make sure you're posting, and I'm loving all these. I'm going Rubies. I'm so excited for you guys. Okay, so you see it, you believe it, you work for it, and you pray for it, right? Sometimes it's hard. You look at this and you're like, this is daunting. This Ruby chart just looks like too much. I've asked my 5 people that should say they want to do this with me, like, and everybody's telling me no. Okay, but guess what? Most no's turn into a yes if you stick around and you keep going for it. Okay, most no's are just not now, and we got to keep that in our minds. And we can only do what we can do, right? We can only do what we can do. So part of it's like, okay, I'm doing all that I can do. It's going to happen. And you pray for it. Like, Lord, bless the work of my hands. I'm going to honor you with this business. So we work for it. We see it. We know our chart. We believe it can happen. We work for it. We put in the work, right? TD Jakes always, one of his favorite statements that I hold on to right now is, he said, a man is trying to sell chairs and he keeps asking God for a chair, but God's telling him, I don't make chairs, I make trees, right? So he's providing him with the tree. The man's got to build the chair, all right? It's kind of the same thing. We've been provided with a business. Now we have to do what we can with the business. But no, there's a little bit of it that's like, okay, Lord, you do your thing. I'm a partner with you, and it's going to be fun. We're going to get to see people's lives changed. They're going to get to have financial blessing where they didn't. They're going to get to feel better where they didn't. And we're going to hold on to that. So basically, that is how to go Ruby. You see it with your chart. You got to know how to get there. You believe it. You work for it as if it's going to happen. And then you pray for it. So I am going to stop this recording.